Found one! This is how much of the world I had to explore to find this. It was a major pain. So after I played in this world for just a little while, looking for it and didn't have too much luck and was kind of annoyed with having to survive. It started me in spring, which is a more annoying season than fall, as it turns out. I had the thought of going and making a custom world with different world generation settings just to make things a lot easier for me. And I did that and wandered around for a little bit, but then I had the thought that maybe that would actually affect adventure mode. I think it's pretty unlikely, but I took a quick peek on the wiki and it did not give me a conclusive answer, so just to be safe I stuck with this world and wandered until I found this thing. I saw some stuff along the way that I kind of wish I'd done on camera with Wendy when we were playing her. Some things in the Badlands or Desert or whatever it's called, pretty interesting. But anyway, adventure mode. You know, last time I did adventure mode it was half an episode then too. But anyway, we kind of know what's going on here, so let's get started and see what's up. I don't know if it's any different in Reign of Giants. I thought about maybe turning off Reign of Giants mode for the world where I do this, but let's just see what it does. So the first challenge is to survive winter. Or not? So this is interesting. I think this is different in Reign of Giants. Okay, well, we'll just deal with it. We can maybe go back and do this in the base game if it seems different enough. It's a little bit backward. I kind of wish I'd been doing it in the base game now, but I'll stick with this since I've already started it. Alright, so Divining Rod to find stuff. I was just being a nomad in the world a moment ago, so I'm used to playing this way. I'm not going to set down any kind of permanent campsite. Just enough to keep me going. Can't tell if I'm getting closer or farther away. Haven't moved very far, so let's pick a direction and see what it does. Can I make an axe? I believe I can. So it's not winter, it's fall. That'll make this a little easier. Archipelago. I feel like that's one of those words that I always forget what it means. It's like it describes a shape of land or some sort of land formation of some sort, but since I've forgotten what it means, I shouldn't try to define it because I don't know. How much wood do I need? Enough for 3 campfires? Let's go with that for now. I don't want to spend time chopping it. So Divining Rod back on. I feel like that's fainter than it was up there, so I probably should start going north. Pick this carrot and then head north. And this carrot. And this twig. And this twig. At some point I'm just going to have to say, stop picking up the stuff and go. I don't think I need any spider supplies, so I'm just going to leave those alone. Alright. So I'm going to go straight north and see if the signal gets any stronger. I have no flint. I should definitely pick that up. And food if I see it. Okay. Flint and food. The rest of the... Well, I am pretty low on twigs. And grass is important for starting fires, so I really do need all this stuff. Not the flowers. The flowers can stay. Don't need reeds. The only thing I can think of that I would do with those would be a honey poultice. And I don't expect to get any honey during this world. Like, I expect each world in adventure mode to be pretty short. Like, I'm hoping I can fit all of this, have a victory in this world in the 15 minutes that in the second 15 minutes of this episode and have half an hour. That may be wishful thinking, but we'll see how it goes. I have not yet gotten anywhere, so I'm going to keep going north through the swamp, I guess, and hope I can find a safe place to set down a campfire. Right, it's fall. Wait, it's fall? What season is it? If it were... It looked like fall over there, but if it were fall and normal, wouldn't the day be longer? So maybe it's close to the end of fall. Maybe this is still the winter. Well, no, it said it had a different title. Last one was, what was it, the King of Winter, I think? This thing is not giving me any information that I'm looking for. I don't have any kind of a direction to go, so I'm just kind of wandering the shoreline, hoping I'm going to do something good. Want to give me a tentacle spike? That'd be helpful. Spider gland could be helpful, but I don't really want to go in there and get it. I want this tentacle to die after it's taken out all but one spider. That would be ideal. And then drop me a tentacle spike. Come on, Spider Warrior, you can do it. Spider Warrior could not do it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get that. I'll just leave the silk there. Pretty sure I wouldn't really find a use for it. Spider gland wasn't worth sticking around for. I was hoping for a tentacle spike. I can make a torch, right? Of course I could. Come on, Divining Rod, give me something. Just wasting my time here. I need some sort of signal to do any kind of triangulation. Kinda hurts to leave all that silk on the ground. I really want to pick it up, just for the way I'm used to playing the game. But I really feel like I don't need it here. Okay, that tentacle's gotta die. Yes, tentacle died. And it did drop a tentacle spike. Can I get it without getting the attention of any of the spiders? Sure can. Tentacle spike is mine. I did get the attention of those spiders, though. This place sucks. Get me out of here. Okay. I'm gonna be torching tonight. Is this part of the challenge, or did I just stumble into... Is this just the way the world generates here? Sometimes. I mean, I've seen places like that before. Alright, I feel like I'm actually safe enough to set up a campfire here. So that I won't waste this torch. Berries spoil fastest, so eat them first. All full. Okay, so no information from this. How thoroughly did I explore the shoreline? I wasn't close enough to get it on the map there. But I don't think... Okay, I don't think any of the stuff I need is up here. It wasn't getting any closer down here. So I think it's either this way or this way. But the signal is very faint, so who knows? I did not pick a place where I can be very productive. I could fight spiders and die, but let's not do that. I don't feel like standing here, so I'm going to take a torch and go. Maybe I should have cooked some more food, but no big deal. Carrots are 1 more point of health cooked than they are raw, and identical otherwise, so they're almost not worth cooking. You know what? This is a terrible way to go. I'm going to hope that I don't need to go through there. So this is very faint. So let's go a direction that's not completely spider-infested. I would like a second torch on me, just in case this one runs out while I'm in a situation where I can't stop to build one. Because it will run out before morning, I'm pretty sure. Alright, out of the terrible swamp. Let's try south. Signal's very faint. No information. That grass has been picked. I've already been here. This is filled in on my map. I might have to go through the spiders. Let's see if there's a way up here, because I didn't go far enough to see if that was a coastline or if I could go through. Yeah, this is not going to be a 15-minute thing. That was overly optimistic. I don't think I'm going to be able to go anywhere from here. The point of this is to find all of the things and teleport out of here, right? I think that's the point of it. I don't know of any other goal I'd be doing here, and yep, that is the only possible way to go. So we have to go through the spiders. Alright, so that makes me think that that is a deliberate world generation thing. I feel like I should have this in my hand, because I'm not going to get any new information from the divining rod. Okay, so oh hey, wait a minute. That's interesting. I'm going through there. That might well be the way off of this. I suspect this is a tiny little island here. Like that's probably a beach. But the wormhole can take me where I want to go. Just guessing, but that seems plausible, right? This took me someplace nicer. Aha! And it is closer to where I want to be. That's way up there, okay. Is an archipelago like a series of islands? That sounds quite possible. So maybe that's how this works. This rain is going to drain my sanity, so I'm picking these flowers for a garland to help me out a little bit. Not much use for manure other than fuel for fire. I guess I'll pick it up just for that. I would like some gold so I can make a science machine so I can make a backpack. That would help me out quite a lot. I'm close to something, but I'm getting farther... Am I getting farther away or am I getting closer? Okay, you're lying. I'm headed in the wrong direction because it's getting weaker. So whatever it is just down here. Actually, that would be preferable, now that I've already made the garland. Wait a second, is this leading me to the wormhole? I don't think so. I think there's a thing I need to find here. And there's a torch. I'll pass. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Some gold, please. Because I'm carrying too much. Alright, well I found the wormhole off of this probably island. Well, it sounds like that, so I'm not convinced that there isn't another thing on this island that I want to get. Yeah, I'm getting closer to something. That could be on another island that's just close to here. I suspect it's over there. Because that's going to be shore, right? I'll give it a quick check. If I'm closest, like, at the ocean right here, then I'll just jump in that wormhole and call it good. Yes, I'm pretty certain that's the situation. So, wormhole it is. Ah, it stopped raining. Oh, there are multiple wormholes. That's gonna make this interesting. Okay, this is where I came from. That's one I could go into. I'm going to choose this one. I'm close to something. That's further. Yeah, definitely getting closer this direction. Stay away. Okay. There's the box thing. This also comes with a spear, but I claimed a tentacle spike, so I don't need it. Alright, what I would rather do than stay in this swamp is to jump back through that wormhole. Probably stay on the savannah for the night, and then there's a lot of food there, but I don't feel like I need it. Maybe I'll take some of it. Oh! Yep, that was a bad idea. Never mind. I used to take this. Stay on the savannah for the night, jump through the other wormhole, and see if it takes me around where it would be. I see that fish that I left there. I'm not going to worry about it yet. Let's see if I can pick it up here. Fish spoils quickly, so let's eat it first. And the birch nuts, since I have the fewest of them. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm going to use manure as a fuel. So I don't think I care about it. I'll cook... Well, if I started cooking them, I want to cook all of them for... Hey! Well, that burned. If I stay over here, that won't burn me, right? Yep. Don't want the ash. I'll take a flower and eat it. Oh, that's actually quite a bit of ash. Alright, if I happen to get some rocks and spider glands before I need the inventory space, I will use it for those things. I'm impatient. I'm ready to go. Exploring new places at night is not the best idea, but it'll be morning soon. Oh, rocks, rocks. Fantastic. This is what I needed. I can get away with this. Right, so, you know what we're going to make first? If only I had one more rock. Although, where is all my grass? Do I not have any? I should... Yeah, I have no grass at all. I'm gonna go get some. Surely there was some on the savannah. There was not much. Grass was extremely sparse back there. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back through here. I'll set the science machine next to this one so that I know that's... Well, no, I won't. Yes, I will, because I do have the materials. I just didn't have the materials for a backpack. Alright, so that's there, so I know this is the wormhole I want to go through, just in case I somehow forget the layout of the place. But I need some grasses. I don't think I had this thing in my hand at all when I was over there, so I don't know how close it gets me to my next goal. But Right now, I'm more interested in building a backpack, because this inventory problem is going to get worse and worse as I pick up more of the things. That's right, they're kind of black and, well, just differently colored in this, in adventure mode. It's an interesting detail I chose to put in. Alright, how many more of these do I need? I should have more than I need for a backpack, because I will need to make a fire, or does a torch require one? It does. Oh, wait, where'd that... Huh. Alright, so that's enough for a backpack. Let's get enough for a backpack and enough for one more torch, and hope that, Don't feel like tracking down a co-elephant, but the game has given me the option. And it seems like once one of those tracks shows up, they'll be showing up all over the place, so it'll kind of stick with me if I change my mind later. Right, so that's 6. I want at least one more before I leave this place again. But this, apparently this is not the place to get grass. This was the place to get grass. And it wasn't a very large one, so I didn't get too much. So just an empty void of almost nothing. That's right. That's a set piece where I already got the crank thing. So my science machine is just up there. I will use it to make a backpack. I don't think there's anything else essential. Not even going to bother making a log suit because I don't feel like I need it currently. I don't expect to do a lot of fighting. I just want to do a lot of picking stuff up and getting to the exit. Okay, close to something. I might want a science machine. Since there's so much gold here, I'll try and pick up enough for it, just in case. Or, sorry, not a science machine, an alchemy engine. It's gonna take one more pickaxe. Oh well. Okay, that's farther. Is this closer? Kinda. Alright, here we go. We have found a ring thing. Okay, now what I need to do is explore for another wormhole, because I don't know where the next one of those is. It could be back in the savannah. For all I know, it could be in the swamp just past the spiders there. Or in this swamp. Wait. That leads there, I think. Ooh, this is going to get confusing. But there can't be too much more to go, because I have... Let's see, I need the metal potato thing. And... what else? Is that it? Do I have the... Okay, I have the ring thing, the box thing. Don't I have 3? Crank thing. Right, we need the metal potato thing and the wooden thing, and that's it. Cool. So we're not terribly far from done. I'm starting to think I might want to split this up as a separate episode anyway. You'll already know if I've done that. It'll be a little bit awkward since I'm talking as if this is a single episode with Wendy dying and Wilson doing this, but... Given how long this has taken, and the fact that my last character died, it probably is going to make more sense to split them up. So, we'll see. It'll depend on the time when I finish this, or die, or whatever happens. Why am I mining this? I felt like I might need more rocks, and that I might as well get the gold at the same time. This feels like a very small island, but for all I know, wormholes could be hiding kind of anywhere in it. I do not have twigs. That is a major problem. I need to run back to this area, because this is my only light source, and that's not going to last me through the night. And that's a greater concern than these spoiling, so I'm not going to do anything with them just yet. I can kind of cheat the torch at the penalty of sanity by taking it out of my hand and only having it in for long enough to see, just long enough for Charlie not to get me. Charlie being the night monster. Which I think I'm just going to have to do. Because this is the safer option. I could probably make it through the whole night like this, if I had to. This is silly. Just a tiny little flash of light. That's all it takes. I feel like the game should do something to discourage me from doing that. Well, I guess it does with the sanity. And not being able to see is a problem in itself. Alright, spider's there, so go a little bit north. Just navigating by map now. I might die to hallucinations if I keep this up. So my sanity's already pretty low, and I need to walk through wormholes, so... this challenge is harsh on the sanity. Okay, that sapling's picked. Give me some that aren't. There's one. Uh-oh. Okay, well I can do that. And I guess I'm just gonna have to fight for sanity. So what else can I do here? I'm wearing a garland, but it's pretty crappy. Yeah, what I should do is stick around here and pick a few flowers if I can find them. There were quite a few flowers on the savannah, and I have to go through a wormhole to get there, so... let's make sure we're as supplied on twigs and grass as we reasonably can be in here. I guess there are a fair number of flowers here, so I should be able to get what I need. So I presume the Reign of Giants version of Adventure Mode is going to be just different challenges with the... well, why would I assume it would be the same ending? I don't really know. I will probably play the regular one after this. I'd like to figure out whether it has enough differences to be done together, or if I should just do it on my own. Not sure how I would do that without just going and playing it, though. So maybe we'll do the... well, actually, it would be interesting just to do the challenges together, so even if it's the same ending, I'd like to do the challenges with you guys watching, if you wish to watch. Alright, that's soothed our nerves a bit. I think... what's up with these things? Right, those are burned, so I could get charcoal and maybe some wood out of them. Because the spiky trees sometimes give you wood, even after they're burned, if you chop them down. There could also be wormholes in the middle of this. And now that I say that, I feel like that's very likely, so I'd better chart the... yuck. Let's do that as a last resort. I'm gonna go elsewhere first. Right, so this is long enough by now that I will have split it up from the previous episode, so that's just going to be a short one. And I guess I'll have to record something at the end to say Nope, changed my mind. I'm doing this instead. But again, you already know that because you live in the future where I've fixed everything up. So, rather than explore that horrible spider-infested place, I'm going to go around the perimeter of this much nicer savanna and see if there's any more wormholes. This could be a central hub, because there's, well, there's only one more than any of the other places I've been. Well, except for this, we only know of one there. Alright, I'll explore this a little more thoroughly. Then I'll explore the Rocky Land a little more thoroughly. And see if we run up on any other wormholes there. I don't think there's any reason to be holding this thing, because I'm fairly certain there are no other things on any of the islands I've been to. Although it's kind of informative that this is telling me there's something over here. So if a wormhole takes me to that area, then I'll know that that's a place I want to be. I can see further than the map thinks I can see, so I suspect if there were a wormhole in this section, I would have seen it already. But just to be absolutely sure, I'll fill it in all the way. I wish they'd change that. I wish they made it so that the map filled in exactly what the character has seen. It ended up being a little bit weird because this is a trapezoid shape, because I can see farther up here than I can down here. But still, it would be helpful. How am I for torch supplies? Pretty good. Okay, so much better than I was. I might wait and bother cooking those carrots. Yeah. Well, I do have a lot of petals to eat for health, so that doesn't matter too much. Is there more up here? And where does this lead? This leads here. This leads here. This is the place I would most like to be to find new stuff. Let's go there and check it. I'm hoping I'll just run up in a wormhole in that area that takes me over there, where the last thing is. It's a shame this thing can't show me where wormholes are. Okay, so I've been all the way around there. Unless there's a wormhole in this tiny little bit of unexplored area here. That's where the... Which thing spawns there? Ring thing. Ring thing has a ring of evil flowers around it. What I wouldn't give for a walking cane right now. I don't have high hopes for this section of land. But I gotta try. Still not interested in the koalephant. Which hopefully would not be a Varg. That thing is way nastier than I expected. I would like to fight it again, but now that I know what it is and that it can be at the end of a koalephant trail, or, well, it's not a koalephant trail, it's a Varg, I will definitely be much more cautious about tracking those things, and if I run into it, consider running away instead of fighting. If I'm not in a good enough situation to be able to feel like I can take it down. Alright, how far do I need to go before I get to... This type of terrain is just nothing, right? Like, this is the thing that you can't plant stuff on, and I don't have a pine cone to try. But I think this is the type of terrain you can't plant stuff on, you can't dig it up. It's just emptiness. Or maybe you can dig this up. I don't know. I'd be curious. Not curious enough to make a pitchfork, really. My twigs are too precious for that. Adventure mode is not really the time for experimentation. Torch, yes. Actually, no. Oh. Well, okay. Torch it is. Alright, that's the shoreline. Just fill in the interior of this. If it's just uneventful as it has been, then I'll skip it. I'll be back with you when I either find something on the inside of this or have to leave for another island to look for stuff. Or if something else exciting happens. Aha! Okay, that didn't take long. So, wormhole right here, Tallbird egg next to it, so I kind of want to... I'm actually going to skirt around it until it's lighter outside, because I want to be... Well, maybe I'm worrying too much about Tallbirds. They're surprisingly quick, though. Actually, no, what am I thinking? I definitely want to go through that, because the only place that could reasonably go... Oh, yeah, I did have another. Only place that could reasonably go is the island I want to be at, unless there are islands with nothing that just teleport to others. Oh dear. Well, there's another reason to have waited for morning. I am where I want it to be, though. Okay, so I'm fairly certain that the wooden thing is, like, right here. Still can't make one of those. Don't dare try chopping down a tree at night, do I? Spider's right there. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Alright. Give me the divining rod. Don't think I even need to worry about this when I'm about to leave this world. Which I would be if the wooden thing is, like, right there. But I'll eat anyway. Alright, north. No. East? Yes. Northeast. That's a desert. Looks slightly different from the rocky land. Very similar, though. Aha! Oh, I forgot the metal potato thing! Okay, so this is not the wooden thing yet. Well, crap. Still another thing to find. Well, that means... That means I'm going to look around here for another wormhole. I have to say, this is not the most engaging of gameplay. Like, it's interesting, but this divining rod mechanic... let's see, how would I improve it? Yeah, I don't know. I want it to be a little bit less... Not necessarily less time-consuming, because this world seems to have a... Seems to take, like, if each world in adventure mode is like half an hour or a little more, and that's a pretty good length. Maybe I'm complaining about nothing. Maybe it's fine. I'd like finer-grained feedback on the divining rod. Like, if I could actually get a signal strength and triangulate more easily. I wonder if the wooden thing's actually on this island. It might be. Then that would be nicer. No, it's over there, isn't it? Yeah, it's over here. Okay, well, that's where we want to be then. I guess it's just the monotony of this that's getting to me a little bit. Yeah, it's like finding gold at the very beginning of the game. If you don't happen to spawn near a boulder with gold in it, then you basically have no choice but to either survive with very basic stuff, which who wants to do that once you know there's more, or just wander until you hope you happen to run up on some gold somewhere. Yeah, I don't like that in games, when you're just up against a brick wall and you have no choice but to pull the lever on a slot machine, which is essentially what wandering around a randomly generated world is, until it happens to come up with the numbers you need to progress. That's not engaging gameplay. That's not something that should ideally happen in a game. In my opinion. Maybe some people enjoy that sort of gameplay, but I suspect that's something that's better left avoided if possible. What I know for sure is that if I can't keep up entertaining commentary, it definitely does not make for good videos, so I'd probably... Alright, well that's the perimeter of this island. I may have to make another cut shortly. I feel like I've done pretty well so far at finding the wormholes and surviving, although it got pretty dicey with the torch when I was almost out of it for a little while there. I'm glad there were flowers around to keep my sanity up. I guess we're seeing something new right now because I haven't spent much time in a desert. What do I know about the cactus? I know I can pick it and get cactus flesh. It'll hurt me when I pick it up, and cactus flesh is not good food, at least raw. Let me pick a cactus. I'll do a little bit of experimentation. I still don't have the wood for a campfire, so I should, actually heard a lot more than I expected. What was that, 6? I mean, 6 isn't a lot, but it's... 6 isn't a lot. Wait, no, that was more than 6. I don't know what my health was at before that. I should find a tree. Do spiky trees hurt to chop? I don't actually know the answer to that. They shouldn't. Twigs? Seriously? You don't give me logs? Okay, that's a log. Those wouldn't have logs in them, so no reason to look in there. Alright, so that's enough for a fire. Alright, cool. I'll chop less annoying trees for more when I get an opportunity. Just trying to always make sure that if I'm walking in a direction, it's... Oh, hey! That's handy. It's in black parts of my map. That's a less annoying tree, but it's not because I have a spider after me. And I can't hit him back, or else he'll call his friends over. So I have more understanding of tree shelter now. Standing under a tree will shelter you from both heat and wetness. So that's why Wendy was commenting on it before summer, because she was wet. She was in the rain. I found that Wilson's quotes are a little bit more informative than the other characters if you really want to know what's going on with the mechanics, although sometimes I have to listen to multiple characters commenting on something to really understand the mechanic. I'm going to make a fire here that's far enough away from the spiders that this guy will probably still hassle me, but I can kill him without his friends coming. Yeah. Don't feel like eating... Oh, one of his friends came. Don't feel like eating that. My sanity's low enough as it is, and I don't fancy taking the health penalty. Let's see how this is cooked. Should have inspected it raw, forgot to. It was good, I didn't... That was the sanity boost noise, wasn't it? So I think it might have helped my sanity, maybe? Wasn't watching closely. That's about to go out. Okay, I do have something to put on it, as I thought I might not have. Okay, so we've explored this whole desert. There's this interior section of this island to cover, which I think I will before I go anywhere else. And after that... After that, I guess we'll go... If I don't find a wormhole in any of that. I'll go here, because that's the closest one. That jumps to there. If that's not it, then I guess I'll go back from here to here, and then there to here, since this is the next least explored place. It's a swamp, so it's going to be a pain, but let's do that. This thing's description says it keeps you, well, helps you stay cool and dry. It doesn't say it keeps you cool and dry, so I guess it's fine that it's not completely effective against rain. Alright, nothing else to cook. I should, yeah, be aware that I have no food now. I'm just going to let this fire go out and use my torch for the rest of the night, actually the morning. I don't actually have that much use for Chester right now, because I have enough inventory space with this backpack. I guess I could use him as a backpack and wear a log suit for some protection if I had to do some fighting. I don't feel like I'm going to have to do any fighting, other than just an occasional spider or whatever. Although I suppose if I stayed in this world for long enough, I probably would get a hound attack. Like, we're getting close to that point now. I wonder if I'm going to drop my axe. I saw this when I was in the world leading up to this, finding the portal. If I'm wet enough, I'll occasionally drop my axe when I use it. But it looks like it's not deciding to happen here. Okay, I am not in the black portion of the map, so I would like to get over to it. Ugh, it's covered in spiders. Get out of my way! So covered in spiders that it's actually completely impenetrable. There's no way to fill in that portion of the map without that happening. Oh well, I'll just let that happen. What's his name? Chester regenerates, so don't have to worry too much about him dying. So I'm not going to fill this all the way in. I'm just going to take a pass through the middle, make sure I'm zoomed all the way out. And yeah, I feel like I've seen a decent amount. Like, okay, that's... This boulder is my reference point. How far can I see from here? Alright, so with that boulder, I'm here and I can see to the... Okay, well that's actually not that far off. So there's a little bit of area over here that I haven't covered. Could be a wormhole hiding in it, but there's not. A mini-map would be a nice thing to have, so I didn't have to pause constantly and flash this thing up in your face. This is a great game, but apparently I have a lot of suggestions to make it a little bit better. Okay, no wormhole on this island. Oh, unless it's in that section. I don't have high hopes, so I will go to the... Yeah, let's get those carrots, since I don't have anything to eat right now. And actually, this is a good place to get a bunch of... I don't need a shovel for anything, but I'll pick these resources, so I might need them. Sanity is becoming a problem. I'm glad it stopped raining, but I still have to dry out before that starts going up again. Not entirely sure why being wet makes you go insane. I guess it's annoying and itchy, and that's enough to affect your mental state. Yeah, that's plausible. Still, though, that's more of a happiness thing to me than a sanity thing. Well, no way around the spiders. Gotta go through. Yeah, we have a problem here. Two problems. You stay away. Sure hope there's a wormhole here, and I sure hope the wooden thing is right through it. Otherwise, I'm not in the best of situations, because there is very little that I can do here on this island to get that up. Going through a wormhole is going to take it to 0 for sure. so I think we're gonna have to fight some... Ooh. I don't own a log suit. Uh-oh. Okay, I now understand the danger of this challenge. There is a decent chance I could die from attack from hallucinations. Shadow monsters. Are they really hallucinations if they can attack and kill me? I am not seeing a wormhole in here. Yep, that's hit 0. So, it's evening, about to be night, which is a terrible time to be exploring a swamp. I'm not sure I really get a choice in the matter. Because the only two places I haven't explored fully enough to find a wormhole in them are both swamps. I suspect it's more likely this one than this one, so this is where I'm going to go. I see you. Just leave me alone, would you? I think I can outrun... Well, I can't outrun him, but I kinda can. Oh, the problem that causes is being unable to craft a torch. So let's make one now in between attacks. Good, okay. So that's at least safe. I suspect we're just going to have to deal with insanity for the rest of this, time. How much does that give you? 15? Alright, well that was a solution. Oh hey, you know what else I can do? Okay, that's at least enough to ward off the shadow creatures for a bit. Why was that going down so quickly? I guess just because I was wet. Alright, I feel like it's going to be a better idea to stay here for the night and tackle the swamp in the morning, rather than try to do the swamp at night, so that's what we'll do. And I really am just going to sit still here for the night, so I'll see you in the morning and we'll go to the swamp. Morning time. Guess what? It's raining! Big surprise. I chestered a couple of things that I didn't feel like I needed on me immediately. Alright, let's just hope we don't have to stay in this soggy world much longer. So, from here, where would a wormhole or a wooden thing be? Well, no, we know where the wooden thing is. It is right over here, isn't it? I think that's right. So I know I need to find a wormhole on this island or on one of the others. So I'll just do my usual perimeter sweep and hope I find what I'm looking for. And this is getting very lengthy, so I'm gonna make another cut here until something else interesting happens. BRB. Aha! Here's what I needed. Okay, had to go pretty far around here, but in we go. Oh, and there are more spiders, of course. This world definitely generates with a lot more spiders, but yes, this is kind of where I wanted to be. Pretty sure I want to go south from here to find what I need. I don't expect to be able to do it before nightfall, but maybe I'll get lucky. I wonder if I'm going to have to fight with chess pieces to get to the middle of this thing. I probably am. Chessboard. Yeah, as a bishop. So, right. All that fighting I planned not to do? Maybe the spiders can do it for me. Ouch. You're on me. Okay, I don't need this thing in my hand. I know where I am. It's so noisy. Can you help me too, bees, please? Attack Bishop, please. That hurt a lot. Attack Bishop now, please. That hurt really a lot. Well, shit. That didn't go well. I'll have to try again.